Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this afternoon? Or this evening? Or this morning? Whenever you're watching this video. For me, it is Sunday afternoon. It's actually earlier than I usually vlog over here. Let's do a time and temperature check, shall we? The temperature is rather sad today for the last day that the pool is open, but we'll get to that in just a second. So the time is currently 3:55, and you're probably asking me, well, I'm sure at least one person is asking me, Peter, I thought you were going to the pool. So I'll get to that in just a second. I am going to the pool, but it's going to be a little bit later. So the temperature currently right now, when we were coming back, we've been back for about 15 minutes. When we were coming back from the grocery store, it went up a degree. It was 68 degrees. I was like, oh, Alex, it's 68 degrees now. Let's see what the temperature is. Oh, it's 68 and sunny. So here's the deal. Okay, nobody really wants to go to the pool today, but my pool crew lady and her husband were like, they're the only ones. They're like, we're still going to the pool to close the pool, right? And I was like, yeah. I don't think she wants to go to the pool because it's so cold. So, and my neighbor in the corner, I don't think she wants to go to the pool because it's so cold. Everybody's like walking around the neighborhood in like hoodies and coats and fleece jackets and stuff like that. And so I don't think anybody wants to go to the pool. It was supposed to be like 71 today, which I mean, there's not much of a difference between 68 and 71. But the temperature is supposed to reach 70 here in the next hour. And then it's supposed to stay 70 until 7 o'clock. So we're hoping for those 2 degrees. But anyway, they can't go until about 5:30. So we're going to go up there about 5:30 and get in the pool and sit by the pool and talk for a little bit and close the pool season out. So that's the plan. She has a softball game, and I don't think she really wants to go anyway because it's so cold outside. I was just, when we got home, Alex was taking Boo Radley out, and so I like started walking down towards the pool, and I was like, I saw like who I call my favorite neighbors, and they were like, what are you doing? And I was like, I was seeing if there was anybody at the pool. And they're like, are you going to the pool? And I was like, yeah, we're going to the pool. We're supposed to go up there about 5:30. And they're like, to get in the pool? Because it's like cold out, you know? And I said, 68, this is the thing, right? Like 68 in spring, like when it's like the first day that it's 68 is not cold at all. Like it's like shorts and t-shirts and we're so excited about it, right? But at the end of summer, when it's been like 85 to 90 degrees, like 68 to get in the pool is pretty cold. Plus it's been cold. Like last night, I looked on the weather channel, like at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. It was like in the low 50s last night. So that means the pool, or maybe it was like in the upper 40s. I can't remember, but I think at one point I looked, it was like 51. And so that means that the pool like got really cold last night. So it's gonna be like polar plunge. But I'm doing it because it's I've closed the pool the last, well, I closed it last year. I don't know if I closed it the year before, but I closed the pool last year. So, I'm closing the pool today. I'm closing the pool for the last year. So anyway, I was talking to my neighbors because they were walking their dog down the street. And they're like, you're going to get in the pool. And I was like, yeah, we're going down there. We're going to, get in the pool and sit by the pool for a little bit just to close it out. And, I said, it's so funny. I said, because when we were leaving, I think Alex has been in the pool one time this entire summer. He doesn't like to just go for swims. Like, Alex likes to go to the pool if he can, like, lay out and get some sun. And there hasn't been a lot of weekends that we've been, like, completely free where it, like, coincides with that. So, anyway, when we were leaving, there's, like, big signs on the gate that say, annual pool party next weekend. And Alex is like, so they're having a pool party, but the pool's not open. And I said, don't ask, because that makes no sense. And so I was telling them that, and they're like, yeah, but nobody, like, we used to have the pool party in the spring, and the pool's not open when they have it. And when we did have it open during the summer, like, nobody gets in the pool anyway. Everybody, I just bit my tongue. Everybody just sits around the chairs and talks anyway. And they're like, you're going to come, aren't you? And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to come or not. They're like, no, you should come. There's going to be food. I'm like, oh, that pulls me in, the food. So, I don't know. I'll probably go for like a little bit. Oh, there's the 2 sisters that live down by the pool. The one that I met that one day. They're doing their nightly walk. I mean, it's almost 4 o'clock, which means it's supper time on the little house in the prairie, which is apparently where most of my neighbors live. It's like 4 o'clock on a Sunday, it's supper time. That's kind of how it was when I was growing up as a kid. We didn't, I mean, you would always call like do you guys remember that? Like on Sunday, you would call like Sunday dinner supper. Or was supper lunch, and then there was Sunday dinner. I feel like that's what it was. Do you guys remember the difference between, can somebody explain to me, remembers the difference between supper and dinner? I'm sure I should look it up right now. Let's Google it and see. I know there's some people out there that are like, there's no difference. But I feel like when I was growing up, like, there were a lot of people that I knew that, like, there was a huge difference between, this is why I love the Google so much. I mean, you literally can find out anything you want to find out. But I feel like there are families when, we would, like, that we were friends with, like, my family was friends with when I was growing up, that we would, like, go over there and I'd say, oh, we're going over there for dinner. And my mom would be like, no, supper. And I'm like, what's the difference, you know? Difference between dinner and, oh my God, it's actually one of the options that you can pull up. It's the second one, dinner and supper. Dinner and supper are both terms for the main meal of the day, but they can have different meanings depending on the context and dialect. Dinner, Merriam-Webster defines dinner as the principal meal of the day. It can also refer to a formal meal in honor of a person or occasion. The word dinner comes, from the Middle English word diner, which comes from the vulgar Latin word, I can't pronounce it, meaning to break one's fast. Dinner and region. The meaning of dinner and supper can vary by dialect and region. For example, in the southern, in Midwestern United States, dinner was traditionally served at noon and supper in the evening until the middle of the 20th century. That's interesting because, it says supper is often used to describe an informal meal eaten at home, while dinner is more commonly used for a more formal meal. It's interesting that they say that supper was, like, later, because I feel like on Sundays, like, when we would have, like, donuts and my mom would make, like, tuna fish salad sandwiches and have chicken noodle soup and stuff like that or whatever, I feel like that was supper. And I feel like we would have, like, a sit-down dinner. That was, like, and dinner on Sundays was usually, like, meatloaf. Or it was, like, you know, like, a big deal. It wasn't, you know, like a pot roast or something like that. It was, like, meat and potatoes and vegetables. And there was, like, a, you know, my mom always made a side salad. But there was, like, bread and a dessert. It was like a whole deal. Do you guys remember that? I don't know. Anyway, if you're from the Midwest or the South, can somebody tell me what the difference is between, like, supper and dinner? But I also will say this, like, I feel like supper was a more casual term. Like, we would have supper around the house. But, like, if we went to somebody's house, like my Aunt Kathy's house for, like, Sunday dinner, that we would never call that Sunday supper. We would always call that Sunday dinner. If it was, like, my grandma and my mom and my aunt and uncle and Caroline and everything like that, that would be Sunday dinner, which we very rarely did. I have friends of mine to this day that literally every Sunday, and they have for the last 30 years, they have, like, a Sunday dinner at their family's house. I'm sure some of you guys do. I love that. I absolutely love that. I mean, I'm sure Alex's mom would be down for that, but I don't think, like, getting everybody else in the family. Well, plus our nephews, they have, like, so many games on the weekends, because now Sebastian's in, like, soccer, and Carlitos is in football, and then during the other seasons, they play other sports. And so to do all that on the weekends, and they're in traveling teams, and then, you know, get that together with Sunday dinner, coincide that with Sunday dinner, I don't think it's probably going to happen, but I like that idea. Anyway, so, hi, how are you? I'm kind of tired today. Actually, it's funny because when I put on this hoodie to go to brunch, it was, like, chilly outside. And it's still colder, but, like, sitting out here with, like, the sun coming down and it's inching up degree by degree. I think, you know, it's 68 right now, but I do think in the next hour it'll probably be 85. I do think in the next hour it'll probably be 85, and I'll be able to close out. Dude, that's sarcasm. So anyway, today we got up, and this morning, like early this morning, Boo Radley was, like, acting crazy and running around the bed and jumping all over the bed. And then I got up and I took him out, and then I came back to bed, got him a little treat, and he was, like, eating the treat, and then he got, like, settled in his purple bed. And then, like, an hour later, he started acting crazy again and whatever. I think it's because he slept so long last night, maybe. I don't know. But he started acting crazy and stuff like that. So Alex got up and took him out real quick and then gave him his medicine. And then after that, he came back and Alex had given him a treat. He was eating his treat. I have to spit my tongue again. Why do I keep doing that? He was eating his treat on the end of the bed, and then he, like, got in his purple bed and he just was out. Like, he was asleep because I was kind of, like, half asleep, like, watching him while I was doing it. And then we slept, and then I got up and we got ready and we went to brunch today. So brunch was really, really fun. We were kind of like back in this corner where we sometimes sit because our friend that's also a server there, that's like where her tables were. And so they're like, if you want to be in her section, you have to sit over there. So we were like in the table, like hidden by the door it's like back in this corner. So it was kind of nice. And like all the servers were coming over and talking to us. And it was this one server's birthday. And so we were just talking about all kinds of stuff. And it was nice. I got the gluten-free waffle and I ate like a third of it. I was totally not hungry at all today. And then the coffee, which I have right here, is chocolate raspberry, which is not my favorite, but it's not bad. Actually, if you watch my haul from yesterday, I got a box of coffee and it's like 4 or 5 different flavors from Cold Stone Creamery coffee, which is like the ice cream, but they have like coffee flavors too. And I was really, really excited about the cheesecake. And that was really, but I bought the variety box because it had like 4 or 5 different flavors in it. I'm not like a huge fan of like chocolate coffee. Like it has to be really different and really good. And so, I tried the cheesecake. I did not love the cheesecake. I don't know. Well, first of all, it like smelled up the whole kitchen like cheesecake. Like somebody just like baked a cheesecake. Which, do you bake a cheesecake or do you just put it in the refrigerator? I don't know. But anyway, the whole kitchen smelled like a cheesecake. And all the coffee that I had 3 cups of coffee throughout like about 8 hours last night, 9 hours. The last one I did not finish because I was like, I can't do this. And it's still summer outside because it was eggnog. It was good. It was funny because when I looked in the box, I was like, how old is this coffee? Like I literally just bought this on Amazon. It was eggnog flavored coffee and it said like holiday edition on it. I was like, this has got to be from last year and I just ordered this off of Amazon. But I only drank like half of that because I just was like, I can't do this. I mean, it's like tasted really eggnoggy. And when I say that on video, people are like, Peter drinks eggnog. I drink like I've always loved eggnog ever since I was a kid. You can go buy milk cartons of it. I'm not talking about with the alcohol in it. I don't think that I've ever had, but it would have been like, I mean, I never went to any kind of Christmas parties between the time like I turned 21 and got sober. It would have been a year, would have been one Christmas in there that I can remember going I mean, eggnog like at Christmas parties is kind of like a more formal kind of like Christmas party. I mean, like it's kind of cheesy to have, you know what I mean? Like, or it's like a family thing, and not cheesy, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you would go to a bar and be like, I'll have an eggnog with whiskey in it. You know what I mean? It's not like that's something that you order at a bar. So I don't know that I've ever had eggnog with whiskey in it. But when I was a kid, I loved it. Just like the plain eggnog with like no alcohol. It's like when I say apple cider, like I think people get confused because they're like, oh, Peter drinks cider like hard beer or whatever. But where we come from, like apple cider is like literally like apple juice, but like with spices in it and stuff like that. But I did love eggnog when I was growing up as a kid, and my mom would put like nutmeg on it, and I would like, you know, drink it all through the holiday season. I mean, she would like have to get cartons of it. I remember it was like real cheap. You could get like the Marsh, which was a grocery store here in Indiana. You could get like the Marsh brand, and it was like 99 cents for like a big carton of it. My mom would just like keep on, you know, getting it. I don't think eggnog's like the healthiest thing for you in the world. She liked it too. I mean, she wouldn't put alcohol in it either. My mom, you know, as a drinker, she didn't put alcohol in it, but I loved eggnog. I loved it. So anyway, but I got that coffee, and I don't know why, I just like was seeing different coffees come up on Amazon, and so I thought, well, this will be fun, and so I ordered it, and I didn't love it. But the second cup of coffee that I had, I just like reached in, and I was like, because I was putting some in the drawer, because I've got now like 6 boxes of, I've got like 4 herbal teas, I think I have like 7 boxes, and like 3 boxes of coffee. So I was putting some of them in there, so in the garage, I'm keeping like a section where I keep all the coffee, so that when I like arrange that part of the kitchen, I can come over there and I can like put all the K-pods together in one area. I keep a drawer where I keep like the K-pods that I'm using, so I was putting some in there, and I put the bags of the Kauai coffee in there and stuff like that. And so I was just like, whatever coffee I pull out, is it gonna be, unless it's cheesecake, is gonna be the next one I try. And it was called Founder's Favorite or something. It's like one of their ice creams that they have, but like I've seen it, and it's like it's all chocolate and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, I'm not gonna love this, but like I made the cup of coffee, and it honest to God tasted like a piece of like dark chocolate cake in a cup of coffee. It was delicious. It was so delicious, and I was kind of surprised. It was really strong too. The Cheesecake Factory. The cheesecake, it's called like the Amazing Cheesecake or something. I don't know what it's called. It wasn't really that strong from the Cold Stone Creamery. So, and the eggnog was just okay, but I'm saving that till the holidays because there's no reason to drink it right now. And so yeah, so that was last night. I fell asleep real quick. Even drinking that coffee last night, even taking a nap last night, like I fell asleep really, really quick. So got up today, and then, okay, so we went to brunch. Alex got a cup of tomato artichoke soup, and then he got coffee. He always just gets the pâte à choux blend. And then he got the Cuban. He ate like a third of it, and he brought the rest of it home for dinner tonight. And then we got there actually kind of earlier than we usually do, because I wanted to run some errands afterwards, which, most of them I got done at the grocery store. So it took me to the grocery store, and it was a grocery store I don't usually go to. I usually go to like Costco, or we'll just go to like Fresh Time or whatever. So I went to the grocery store, and it was packed. And to be honest with you, it's so weird. Like, I don't know if it's like the ending of summer or like what it is, but like I'm very reminiscent of like the fall days of when I was growing up as a kid. The last couple days I have been. And so I went in there, and it was like family shopping, you know, like after church on Sunday and stuff like that. It was very, very busy. Again, talking about like supper and dinner and buying all the groceries for the week and things like that. Because, you know, the kids are back in school, and so everybody's buying like the groceries for the week on Sunday and whatever. It was really, really crowded. Well, I went in there just to get coffee. And I told Alex, I was like, I don't even know that I need to stop to get this. I said, because Monday, I have a hair appointment, and I'll probably get coffee over by her place, because there's like a local place and some other stuff there. And so I'll probably just get a coffee when I go to get my hair cut tomorrow. I won't need any more. I mean, I can make hot coffee. I don't need any other iced coffee. And then I have enough for Tuesday, and then Wednesday is Cousin Fun Day, so I'll get more coffee then. He was like, well, just look if there's nothing you need. And I was like, well, let me go in and look. And so I was like, I'll just get 2 bottles of the coffee. And I've been trying different kinds of like iced coffee. So as I walked in, it's like super packed, right? As I walk in, the first thing I came across was, I didn't get a basket or anything, because I thought I'm literally just getting coffee. And if I see one thing that I can review in here, I'll do that, right? So I come up, and the first thing I see, like on the corner of the soda aisle, is they have single bottles of, and somebody said it's gross, but I wanted to review it for my channel. It's the new Beetlejuice Fanta, and it's like Haunted Apple. Well, I almost bought a bottle of it on Amazon. I think I talked about this in my haul. I have these Birkenstocks on. These are like some of my favorite Birkenstocks. There's this couple on Instagram that I follow. They're like a really sweet gay couple, and they're always redoing houses and stuff like that. I followed them for a couple years. PJ and Thomas, yeah. And so one of them, like 2 years ago, I think, was wearing these. They wear a lot of like Birkenstocks and stuff like that. And so I was like, oh, I love that color, and I've never got that color before. And so I bought these. When we were in Las Vegas, I have them on the very last. Suede ones are hard for me because they stretch out a little bit. I was in Las Vegas, and when I was walking, I was like clop, clop, clop. And so I adjusted the strap, and I put them on the very last ones. Now they fit perfectly. They are so comfortable. I love the suede ones. My very first pair of Birkenstocks ever that I got in Arizona, they were green suede. They were these exact same ones, but they were green suede instead. Like, green. I think I still have them in a box in the basement, but I don't know. So anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so I walk in the grocery store, and I wasn't going to do a haul, and I thought, no, I'm just filming my vlog today. Like, we're going to go to the pool. When I come back from the pool, I'll probably be freezing cold. I was like, what to wear after the pool? I was like, I'm going to wear this hoodie and my swimsuit, and so I can just put my hoodie on as soon as I get out of the pool, like after I dry off, and I can be warm. I got this in, it says La Jolla on it. I can remember the shop that I got it at and everything, because I was texting Tanya, because this was the first time that we went to San Diego to visit Fufu and Jesse. This was a couple years ago. And I got a hat, too, a La Jolla hat, which I've never worn. But this sweatshirt I wanted to wear for years, and it would never fit me. It wouldn't go over my gut. Now it's, like, baggy on me. So, I can remember the store that we were in, because it was we went to a restaurant they took us to. I can't remember what it was called. I feel like it was called, like, George's or something like that. And it was in La Jolla, and it overlooked the bay or the ocean. And Jessie had, she loved this restaurant, so she wanted to take us to it. So we went there. Well, before we went there, we got there like half an hour earlier, and so we were walking through the little area of La Jolla where they have the shops and stuff. It's so cute. It is so cute there. Well, there was this one store, and I walked in there because they had, like, all these hoodies that were, like, really, I mean, this was, like, to be honest with you, like, the most souvenir-ish looking one. They had other ones that were, like, different materials and all this kind of stuff, and, like, fluffy materials. And one of them was like real fluffy, and then like in small thing, like in leather, it said, like it was like embossed in leather, it said La Jolla on it. It said like La Jolla, San Diego, California, or something like that. And so Alex was like, oh, I want to get this one. So I was texting him to Tanya, because Tanya wanted me to get her like a hoodie from there. And I was like, which one do you want me to get? And I text her this one and the other one. And Alex is like, and she wasn't texting me back. And I was like, I don't know. And we had to like leave the store. And I was like, I don't know which one to get. And I was almost going to get her this one, because then we would have like matching hoodies, which Tanya and I have several matching hoodies. And Alex is like, no, because he got this one that was like fuzzy material. Like kind of like the Skims sweatshirt that he got us a couple years ago. It was like fuzzy material, and then it had like the leather thing on it. He got that. Maybe it was like, I can't remember. His was like a little bit different. Hers had like a leather thing on it that said La Jolla. And his that he got was like a dark brown. And then they had like a cream colored one. And Alex is like, this will look so good for Tanya and her hair and stuff like that. And he's like, get this one. And so I was like, okay. So I got that one for him, or for her. And I'll never forget to this day. She's still like, yeah, that hoodie that Alex picked out for me, because Alex knows my taste and my style. I'm like, girl, we could have had matching hoodies. But anyway, so yeah, I got this like 6 or 7 years ago. And this is like the first, I've worn it like maybe 2 or 3 times this year. And it finally fits me. And now it's like baggy on me. That's happened to so many of my clothes. Like during the process of me losing weight, like I didn't like pull out those clothes to wear, because I've like slowly started, you know, cleaning my closet out. My closet's now exactly how I want it to be. Like everything in my closet fits. I actually, this is on my list for this week. So this week, well, I'm not going to do it with my shorts because it's still going to be warm outside, but my swimsuits, I'm putting them in the basement, and I'm bringing up some of my sweaters to put up instead. I know it makes me really sad. But so yeah, so some of my clothes that I bought, like when I was heavier, I'd be like, okay, if I lose like 10 or 15 pounds, I can wear that. Well, in the process of losing 60 pounds, and yes, I know, I wasn't on a diet, I wasn't trying to do it, you know, it was just, it just happened because of after the accident and the pancreatitis and stuff, but during that duration, I wasn't pulling out those clothes, and so, now when I just like pull them out, like there's a couple shirts, there's like these Barbour shirts, I don't know that brand, it's called B-A-R-B-O-U-R, I think they're like a skiing brand, but I bought some like flannel shirts at Macy's, they were on sale a couple years ago, they're so cute. And I can remember when I first got them, I couldn't even button them up over my stomach. They were so tight. Well, when I tried them on last, like I was going through every shirt that I had in my closet, they're like, they hang on me. I'm like, well, I can't wear this shirt anymore. And I never even had a chance to wear it. There's quite a few things like that. So, that I've now like donated and stuff like that and given away. But, it's whatever. So, I mean, I'd rather have lost the weight than stay in those clothes and be 40 pounds heavier, I guess. But anyway, this is the first time I got to wear this hoodie in quite some time, so I'm excited about that. Well, I mean, it's not the first time that I could have, but I just haven't worn it in a long time. But anyway, so, okay, so I walked in the grocery store, and it's like so crowded and so busy. That's why I didn't get a basket, because I was like, okay, I'm just going to go back and get the coffee. So I started to go back and like walk down this one aisle. But I was like, I'm going to go to the soda aisle and walk, because the coffee's on the other side of the aisles, like in the back of the store. And so I was like, I'm going to walk down the soda aisle because I want to see if they have the Oreo Coke, because I just the other day reviewed the Coke Oreos, right? Well, they didn't have that, but right when I saw that aisle, like on the corner, like where they have some new stuff, they had that Fanta Haunted. It has like Michael Keaton's picture on it from Beetlejuice and all that kind of stuff. They had, and somebody told me it was gross, but whatever, the grosser the better. People love the gross reviews on my review channel. I have so much stuff to review. I literally could probably do reviews for the next 2 months every single day and not stop. I think I'm going to try to make my reviews a little bit shorter because I'm talking so much that they're like 18 or 20 minutes long. So I think I'm going to try to make them a little bit shorter. I love the storytelling. I'll still keep the storytelling, but I can like maybe cut the storytelling in half. So anyway, which is funny because people keep on commenting on my videos and they're like, no, we love the stories. We love the stories. I love telling stories too. Hey, how are you? I did not see you at the pool one time this summer.
I haven't seen you either, but I haven't been there. Have you been going?
I'm going today at 5:30. I know, I know, it's cold.
It's going to be cold. It was cold last night.
It's the last, did you go last night?
No.
It's the last time to go swimming.
Is it closing now?
Today, yeah. Don't say the name because I'm filming right now, but I didn't see you and your grandson at all, and your daughter.
I know. They freaked out of me. He's been going to summer camp.
Aww.
And they live right by the river, so they go there
everybody in this neighborhood goes there. That's where my mom used to go.
Yeah.
Well, it's good seeing you.
Say what?
It's good seeing you.
Yeah, good seeing you too. I've been wondering about you because I haven't been to the pool.
Well, I missed you this summer.
Well, I missed you too.
Next summer.
So now we get next summer to look. No, a lot of times I was ready to come over, but I hesitate to go by myself, figuring this will be the day I drown.
Aww. Every day that I was up there this summer, there was this like older guy, and he was up there every single day tanning. Every single time that I went up there. No.
The guy that's going crazy, Jesus?
No, that's that's the Villages guy. It's so funny how people describe him different ways. But okay, but next summer, hey, and let me well, I'm like filming this right now, but I'll get your number the next time I see you, and then we can text each other and go to the pool and whatever.
Okay, yeah, because like I said, a lot of times I wanted to come over, but I didn't want to come by myself. And
I totally get it. Well, now we got somebody to go up there with.
all right.
All right, well, it's good seeing you.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you, that you're well and everything.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to see you too. You look great.
So, all right, I'll go about my walk.
Well, tell your daughter I said hi.
I will do that.
Okay. So that was my friend that she was at the pool, and I said that her daughter used to bring her son all the time, and she said they had summer camps, and they live right by this Ribby Country Club, which is so interesting. This country club, it's called Ribby Country Club. It's not like fancy at all. In fact, it's like where my mom and my aunt used to go in the summer. And then my cousin Caroline, she actually adopted a dog. They had a fundraiser there. The dog since passed away, but she adopted a dog. The dog's name was Ribby, that she adopted because it was called Ribby Country Club. Caroline and I used to swim there when we were kids. I can remember my mom loved it. Like, she went there like every single day. And I can remember asking my mom, I'd be like, why did you and Aunt Kathy go there? Like, you switched all these schools, but you always went to Ribby. And she was like, well, it was always in the area that we lived. And she said, but it was probably like cheap daycare for grandma in the summer because she had to work. So, you know, you pay your $5. I mean, Ribby Country Club is like, it's old and it's very nostalgic. So like a lot of people in the neighborhood that grew up, like, it's very Catholic too. And so like a lot of people in my neighborhood that like went to all the Catholic schools and stuff like that, because this is a big like Catholic school neighborhood, like this whole area is. And so a lot of teachers of Catholic schools and stuff like that. And so when, they all grew up, like they all went to Ribby Country Club because it was more of like a middle class country. It's not like a fancy country club and stuff like that. And so they all went to Ribby. And so it's nostalgic today. They like all talk about Ribby and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, but that's what she said. It's funny, she said she didn't want to come to the pool because she didn't want to be up there by herself. She was like, I was afraid the day that I would go by myself would be the day that I would drown. See, I feel like that a couple people have said that to me. Like, I didn't want to go up because I'd be the only one going up there alone. And I'm like, oh my God, there are all these days I could have gone up there if we had just known. So, I don't know. I think maybe we'll, I'll do like, I'll get some people's numbers and just do like a summer pool group text. And people can just be like, I'm going to the pool today or whatever. Maybe I'll do that for next year. But it's so funny because when I was talking about the guy that's up there tanning, she said, is it the guy, are you talking about the guy that's, well, she said, are you talking about, first of all, she went like this, she went like this, because he always does that in the pool, and she was like, are you talking about the guy that always goes, thank you, Jesus, or praise Jesus, or something like that, and I go, no, it's not him, that's Mr. Villages. I don't know who this guy is. I've never seen him like in the neighborhood. I've only seen him at the pool and stuff like that. It'd be weird if I saw him there today, because it's not sunny today, you know? I mean, he wasn't, I wouldn't say he wasn't friendly, he wasn't unfriendly, I mean, he was head nods and hey, kind of thing, you know? But anyway, okay, so when I was going down the soda aisle, oh, it was so good seeing her, that makes me so happy. She looks fantastic, too. So when I, was going down the soda, when I came up on the soda aisle, I saw they had that Fanta. Okay, so here's the thing. I was going to order on Amazon. I think I talked about this on my Peter Does Stuff channel when I did the haul. I was going to order it, but it was like $4.89 or $9. It was a ridiculous price for one bottle of soda on Amazon. But then the service charge for ordering it, it came to like $20. I was like, I'm not ordering this soda for $20 just to do a review. Like, that's ridiculous. That's throwing away money. I was like, I'll find it at the grocery store or I won't do the review. It doesn't really matter. So when I saw it, I was so excited, and it was on sale for like really cheap, like $1.99 or 99 cents because it was new out, right? So I was really, really excited. So I start going down that aisle, Well, when I went down that aisle, I'm like looking to the left because like on the right they have like all these special sodas, which I don't know why this grocery store all of a sudden has all these like fancy sodas and stuff. I'm trying. The camera stopped. I'm trying to think of an example of something that they had. Okay, like this might not be fancy, but they had like the I think they had like the Dog and Suds root beer, which they don't have at like most grocery stores and stuff like that. And then like the least fancy was like IBC root beer, but it was like different kinds of sodas over there. I'm trying to think of the one that I saw. It just wasn't with the regular sodas, right? It was like Jones sodas and stuff like that, but it was more different than that. It was I was kind of surprised. I was looking, I was like, this is kind of weird. They have so many sodas in here. These are things I've reviewed, you know. And so it was like the Triple X root beer and stuff like that I had gotten at Sullivan's up the street. Well, I'm looking, and all of a sudden I see these cans, and they look like, do you remember that Liquid Death water that I used to drink? They look like those Liquid Death water cans. And I'm like, and because I was looking to see if they had, do you guys remember that cream soda that I got from up there? And every time that Caroline and I go to Sullivan's, they don't have the cream soda. They only have the root beer, and it's in bottles, and it's called like Sprecher. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? And it's like smoke-made root beer. Like everything is like smoke and stilled, and it's like made like outside. It's like German Oktoberfest. It's like the best cream soda I've ever had in my entire life. Well, I saw these cans, and on the side of it, it said like Sprecher or whatever it's called, and I'm like, oh my god. And I'm like, it says root beer, diet root beer, and then it said cream soda. I was like, oh my god. So I got 2 cans of the cream soda, but then I looked, and they had like cherry cola, and then they had orange cream, and I was like, oh, I'll get those, and I'll review those for my review channel, because I don't really, like, orange cream I would drink, but probably cherry cola I wouldn't. I mean, I would if I didn't have anything else, but I was like, okay, those would be great for a review channel, because that is, like, hands down, like, the best cream soda I've ever had. So I got that. Well, then I'm coming into the aisle, and I came across these potato chips. And I was like, okay, what were the potato chips people asked me to get? Because there was like, they had every kind of lay in the world. And I was like, I couldn't remember. And I saw this like taco brand of chip. And I was like, okay, that's new. I got those. And then I can't remember what the other chips were that I got. Something that I hadn't seen before though. I don't even remember. And then I got to the end of the aisle and they had all these Takis. And people seem to like when I do the Takis reviews on my review channel. And I'm kind of slowly turning into a Takis fan. I didn't really understand it at first. I think they just taste like rolled up Doritos. I mean, honest to God, I do. What time is it? I still have an hour and 3 minutes. It's 4:27. I think they just taste like rolled up Doritos, but I don't dislike them. I think they're good. But they're just really, really hot for me. The ranch ones I like. The ranch ones are good. So they have these ones that were like zombie. And I was like, okay, have I reviewed these before? I don't think so, but for Halloween, that'll be really, really fun. So I got those, and I got something else. I can't remember what else I got. No, I got like 3 or 4 things of chips. I got the sodas, and then I got my coffee. And I'm like carrying all this stuff out. People were so nice, because when I came to the self-checkout line, it's like, I was like, just go ahead of me. You've got too much stuff in your hand. I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, absolutely. So I got all that stuff. I came out to the car, and Alex was like, what did you get? I was like, well, I got coffee, but then I got a bunch of stuff to review. And he's like, you weren't even in there that long. I go, I know. If you gave me an hour in that store, I'd have come out here with 6 months of stuff to review. So I have so much fun picking out stuff to review for that review channel. I don't really like, it's funny because I don't really talk about like the process of like how I like think up things for videos. And I'm sure to other people it's just like, oh, here's, oh God, I keep on biting my tongue. Like, there's no thought into it. It's not like I think, like, there's this grand plan. I'm just talking about the fun behind each of the channels. You know, it's like, I go my BookTube channel. Like, Mel and I have so much fun figuring out. Oh, by the way, we announced the next live book stream. I haven't done it in a video yet. But she did it on the, she announced it on the Facebook page. And the next live stream for the book club, for the True Crime Book Club, is Sunday the 29th, and it'll be 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and we will be discussing the July and August books, which are, hold on a second, I will tell you, book club books. They are, There Is No Ethan and the Serial Killer's Apprentice, and we are also, for August, watching the TikTok murders. For the documentary, because we're doing like a true crime documentary. So if you guys want to come over there and talk about There is no Ethan, The Serial Killer's Apprentice, or The TikTok Murders, which I think is on Hulu, or I think it's on Max, actually. Then come over there on September 29th at 4 p.m. Anybody can come over there. We're doing them all over. You have to be part of the Facebook group now, so you just have to join the Facebook group. And we're doing all the lives off the Facebook group. It works 100 times better. And I know some people are like, well, we don't have Facebook, but when we did it on YouNow, people were like, we don't have YouNow, so it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. So if you don't have Facebook, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. So that's on the 29th. But, like, Mel and I have such a good time, like, coming up with the books that we're going to pick. And, like, we throw ideas back and forth to each other. And, you know, like, and then we talk about, like, you know, like, true crime documentaries and, like, what we're going to watch. Like, I was talking about how we were giving each other a hard time over the Murdaugh murders and just giving me a hard time over, like, you know, whatever. But, like, so, like, that's with the booktube stuff. And, like, coming up with, like, the Cozy Mystery series or Peter's Book Club, I have so much fun doing that, right? Like, I have so much fun coming up with, like, what book am I going to pick, you know? Like, I know it sounds corny, but just kind of, like, give, like, a background to, like, each of these channels. Like, the TV channel, it's like, I literally could make 3 to 4 videos. I could probably make 6 videos a day. I could do all Bravo housewife drama, because there's always some drama, you know? Shannon Bedore being blackmailed by these tapes, or Jackson Brittany Cartwright getting divorced. I mean, there's always something every day going on, right, with the housewife stuff in Bravo. I thought at first when I started that channel, that's really what I wanted to do. But really what I love is just watching shows and talking about them. That's what I do over here. I do it on pretty much all my channels. I just can't stop talking about TV. And so that channel is, like, so perfect. I'm, like, loving that channel. I'm having so much fun because, like, I decisively, like, decide, like, okay, what shows am I going to watch to cover on this channel? I mean, it is one thing I think about. Like, I very rarely anymore watch a show that, like, I wouldn't cover on that channel. Even though I don't cover all the shows that I watch. Like, I haven't covered The Bachelorette yet. I don't know that anybody cares. I haven't covered, you know, The Housewives. I haven't covered Big Brother. So I do watch those. But, like, I have thought about this week, like, maybe doing some of those videos. But I have, like, 20 videos to make over there. Last night, Tanya told me to start watching that Perfect Couple. And so I'm like, I've got 1 episode left. That show is incredible. But we'll get to that in just a second. So, like, the TV channel is so much fun, right? The Peter Does Stuff channel, well, like, and picking out the shark movies is really fun, too. So one person last night on the vlog, when I said something about forgetting about the Shark Club, they said, I was really looking forward to the shark movie. I was like, well, I'm glad somebody is, because nobody said anything about it. Nobody acted. I think it was like 1 or 2 people, like, DM'd me and said, is there no shark movie this week? But nobody acted. I was like, I know nobody's watching them shark movies. I don't care. I'm having fun doing it. And that's just what it's about. You know, it's like, listen, just have fun. You know, you're given one life. Do something fun with it. You know, try to live a right life and have fun with it. And so the Peter Does Stuff channel, like the hauls and stuff like that. Like, last night I ordered some stuff, and I'll talk about that in a second, but, like, last night I ordered some stuff, and I was like, ooh, this will be such a fun haul to do, like, on my, you know, I love to do the hauls, and, like, people are like, link all this stuff. Like, I probably should link some of the things, but, like, I just like doing the hauls. It's show and tell to me. I just love showing stuff that I get excited about, or that I'm, you know, whatever. I just think it's fun. And then my drama video, it's like, I mean, right now I have, like, 10 videos I could make. I actually saw this thing on Facebook. I think this is going to be my video that I do tomorrow. It's so stupid. I saw this thing on Facebook, okay, that's kind of about, like, I don't know if you wouldn't really call, I don't know what you would call it, like a myth, like a world myth. But, like, somebody presented evidence, but the comments underneath there are so hilarious. I thought I would just respond to them in a video. It's just, like, fun having, like, doing the drama and people sending me stuff and having an opinion about it and whatever, you know, like, that's fun. And then, and the Peter Does Stuff channel, coming up with a movie every week is really, really fun, too. I love that, like, coming up with a movie. You know, we've watched now 25 movies that are so nostalgic to me in one way or the other. Nikki and her husband were watching Set It Off last night, and Nikki was texting me, and she was like, I forgot how much I love this movie, and that's the movie for this week, is Set It Off. And I don't remember, I mean, I remember seeing it, like, once or twice. I think my roommate and I watched it, and I loved it right away. And I remember I loved the soundtrack, but of all the movies we've watched, it's the one movie, I remember I loved it at the time, but I don't remember that it had, like, a really strong impact on me. But I'm excited about watching it. So anyway, but I have fun, you know, picking out those movies. And then the Peterism stuff, it's, like, fun to, like, go through and, like, be like, I love to read the comments that people send me, and they ask me, like, for, like, life experience advice on what they're going through. I love doing that. I really, really have a good time doing that. And then And the weight loss journey, weirdly enough, like that's been so helpful for me. This is going to be the 30th week of documenting it. I can't believe it. The weight loss journey is fun for me on just getting on there and like, kind of like out loud talking about, it's very therapeutic for me to like, kind of like talk out loud about like all the lack of success or the things I've learned that week or whatever, you know? It's like a learning experience for me. And then the vlog, I just love sitting down here. I mean, this doesn't really take any planning, you know, but the other channels, it's fun. It's like really, really fun. Like one of my favorite things to do is like at the end of the night when I like make a list of like all the videos that I'm gonna make for the next day. Sometimes I put like what the video will be. Like if I have outlined like if Sally Smith tonight like said I'm leaving YouTube and she was like a huge YouTuber, like, and that happened at like 10 o'clock tonight, like I would watch it, I would outline it, and then like I would know that'd be my drama video. So next to the drama video I would put Sally Smith leaving YouTube. But typically I don't know till the morning that I wake up like what I'm gonna do drama about, because sometimes I wait, because sometimes if I wake up the next morning it's like something really big happened overnight and people are like they want me to talk about it. The Peterisms one, I usually either I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a meditation, I'm going to read a meditation, respond to it, or I'm going to read somebody's comment and respond to like life advice, life experience advice. And then the review one, I usually know what I'm going to review that day. So like I kind of have an idea, but I have such a fun time like kind of planning out what that's going to look like and if I get to those videos and all that kind of stuff. I think it's part of the reason like when I start why I can't bit my tongue again. What is going on? Why I can't stop. I know that the biting of the tongue, I'm gonna get like 30 comments and people are gonna be like, the reason people bite their tongue is, I just know that right now. Peter, what you need to do so you don't bite your tongue, this is not a regular thing for me, so. It's like when people say things to me, they're like, Peter's lisp is coming out more than usual. Like it seems like once a month I'll get that comment. And it's like, it's so funny because like on that specific video or that day, like I'll hear it. Like I can hear it as I'm talking. And then I'll get a comment because it doesn't seem like it's real profound to me, but it's like, I got that comment. I'm like, it's weird because I heard it too. And I don't know why. I don't know why like my lisp comes and goes. So I grew up with a lisp. I actually was like in speech classes and stuff like that when I was in elementary school. I think I've talked about that over here. S's and T's. I remember having to do S's and T's all the time. And I guess I feel like my lisp was pretty profound when I was younger because I can remember like kids making fun of my lisp. But I don't remember what it sounded like when I was a kid. I don't know if it's because like sometimes when I talk to certain people, I don't know, maybe that's it. Like maybe when I talk to people and I've talked to them for like an hour on the phone or whatever, like the list comes out. I don't know. I don't really know why. I mean, I could care less. Today it doesn't really bother me. But it's like Alex will notice. He'll be like, the last 3 days you've been like lisping. And I'm like, have I really? He's like, yeah. Tanya's noticed it sometimes too. Tanya will be like, you're lisping more than you usually do. And I'm like, really? And it's like, I don't know. I don't know what it's about. I have no idea, honestly. But it's interesting because every once in a while people will comment on my vlog. And whenever somebody comments on my vlog, I'm like, it's so strange because like as I'm doing it, if I'm doing it today, I don't notice it. I will say that. I notice that I'm biting my tongue, but I don't notice that I'm lisping. But when people usually comment on the vlog and they'll be like, your lisp is more, you know, profound today than it usually is. It's like I heard it while I was saying it. But today I don't feel like I'm lisping a lot. So if I am, I don't hear it today. Maybe today's the one exception. Okay, so anyway, I got all this stuff at the grocery store and then we came home and then I like walked down the pools, talking to my neighbors and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, and when I get done with this, I'm going to, it's now 4:38. I'm going to go to the pool with them at 5:30. So kind of sad. It's the end of the pool season. It's the end of the HOA pool drama for the year. I'll tell you what's going to really suck is when it's like 85 and 89 degrees this week and I'm sitting here. She's a little kid's pool for her dog. I'm going to be like, you need to pull that pool out. We're going to sit in the front yard as people walk by. I'm going to tell her that. We're going to do that this week. Oh my god, we should vlog that. That would be so funny to vlog that. Like us just like sitting there like in the front yard. Like pool. We should put a sign that says pool open. With her and I just sitting in that pool. Would that not be so funny? We're gonna do that this week. When it's like 89, I'm gonna be like, girl, we're gonna sit in that pool. She's got this pool for her dog. So we're gonna do that. Why is, like, a hose water so much colder than just regular water? Like, did you ever run through a hose when you were a kid and you're like, ah! It is, though. It's so much colder. Okay, so last night was Saturday night. Okay, so Alex went, he ended up going to, well, so she was going to be going by herself and meeting a bunch of people that, like, half of them decided that they weren't going to go or something like that. So Alex was like, I want to go because I want to be supportive. And I was like, okay. So he went and he picked up his friend, and then, like, her husband was already there because he's in the band. And then they went, it was at, it was called, like, 317 Barbecue. So Indianapolis area code's 317. So everything is like 317, 317 this, 317 that. So I think it was at 317 Barbecue, and he said it was fun, and so they had, like, a band outside, and it was their band and all this kind of stuff. So he was there. He wasn't there very long. He went to pick her up at, like, 7, and then I think it started at, like, 7:30. I don't know. I feel like he was home at, like, 9:15 or 9:30. But anyway, when he got home, I was finishing the second episode. So I had episode 7 and 8 of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives to watch and finish. So when he got home, I was halfway through the second episode. He was not gone very long at all. And none of his girlfriends went out last night to be really supportive of their friend that was bartending at this place. I was like, he's like, no, we all want to stay home tonight. So he came home, and Alex is watching. He told me today, he said, you would really, really like it. He just texted it to me and our friend at Pashu. The show is called Tell Me Lies, and he just sent the trailer. So, let me see. What's it called again? I just said it. Hold on a second. Tell Me Lies. Oh, it came out in 2022. He said they're on the second season right now. Because I was like, I've got to finish the Sister Wives first. And he's like, well, when you finish Sister Wives, there'll only be, like, one more episode. Here it is, right here. So it's on Hulu and is it on Hulu and Disney? Okay, that's interesting. I don't know anything about this show. Plot behind Tell Me Lies. Synopsis. Set in 2007. Oh, he said it goes back and forth a little bit in time. At a fictional upstate New York. I said, is it kind of like Cruel Summer? He said, kind of, but not really. Set in 2007 at a fictional upstate New York school called Baird College. Why do I feel like there is a Baird College, though? It chronicles the turbulent romance between college freshman Lucy Albright, played by Grace Van Patten, and college junior Stephen DeMarco, played by Jackson White, over the course of 8 years. He said it's kind of a suspenseful. Is this suspenseful? Oh, it's about toxic relationships. I want thrillers, is what I want. Oh my god, Tanya and I... Our text messages last night. So Tanya and I talked last night for like an hour and a half on the phone, and we got laughing so hard. And, oh my god, these jokes going back and forth, they would mean nothing to you because they're kind of like inside jokes about things that happened like 25 years ago. Oh my god, we were going back and forth about this stuff, and it was so funny. We got laughing so hard. Finally, like, Alex kept on laughing too. That was when he was home because, okay, wait. He was upstairs watching a show because I had, like, just talked to her when I finished The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I just called her. We talked for like an hour and a half. And then, like, I was like, okay, bye, I gotta go. Because she's, like, watching something on TV. And so she was like, oh, I gotta go too. And so I went upstairs to lay down and take a nap. And when I got upstairs, I, like, texted her something. And what did she say back? It was so funny. Because I was like... Well, I sent her this Nene Leaks emoji. Where Nene's like... I love to send people Nene Leaks emojis. See, she's the one that sent me originally Mormon Wives. I said I need to start that. Is it up? And she said tomorrow. Where did I call her? I can't say it. But anyway, I mean, it's so stupid, but it's so funny. And so I got laughing so hard. I was sitting on the edge of the bed, and so I called her and I put her on a speakerphone. Alex got laughing so hard too because Tanya and I were just going back and forth. It was so fun. So anyway, after I finished that one, I laid down. Well, when I was talking to Tanya on the phone, she was like, oh my god, have you watched The Perfect Couple? And I was like, I thought she was talking about some true crime documentary that I'd already watched, The Perfect Wife or whatever. I was like, yeah, the one about... She goes, no, it's with Nicole Kidman. And she's like, it just came out. And she said Hulu, and then it's on Netflix. And I said, I don't even know what you're talking about. She goes, it's like #1 right now. And I go, I've never even heard of it. She goes, it's based on is it Ellen or Elin Hildebrand book? Somebody, can you let me know if it's Ellen or Elin before I do my review of it? Because I don't know. I guess I could look it up on the Google. But anyway, she's like, Peter, it is so good. I was like, is it really? She's like, it is so good. She was like, it is like Big Little Lies. She's like, it's like old school, like the thrillers. She goes, it's 6 episodes. She's like, it is so good start to finish. And I was like, okay, Tanya Jean, if you get me sucked into this show, that's 6 episodes an hour, well, it's like 45 minutes each episode. I said, if you get me sucked into this show, and it's 6 episodes, and then I have to watch the whole show because it's streaming #1, and then I want to do a reaction to it whenever, and it sucks, when that's 6 hours that I could have dedicated to Sister Wives, she's like laughing on the phone. She was like, this is what Tanya said to me about Sister Wives. And a lot of you have said it too. She said, just skip the next seasons. I go, what are you talking about? She goes, just skip it until they move to Arizona and they're on lockdown. She goes, like, that's all, the only part, that's the end of the beginning. That's the beginning of the end right there. She goes, you can skip until they move to Arizona. I go, Tanya, you are forever talking about skipping TV shows. You can't skip TV shows. She's like, well, I don't skip thrillers and stuff like that. It's like with Fear the Walking Dead. She's like, just skip that season. You don't need to know about that. It was like when the girl with the camera. I was like, Tanya can't skip a whole season of Fear the Walking Dead. She's laughing at me on the phone. So anyway, she's so funny because she was like, tell me all about this book. She always does this to me. She tells me all about a book, and I'll be like, don't tell me anything because I might want to read it. And she's like, well, I'm not going to tell you everything. And she ends up telling me. I mean, I know I'm a spoiler too. I try not to be, but I know I am. And so she like tells me all this stuff about it, and then she'll be like, I'll be like, what's it called? And she'll be like, I can't remember the name. Who's the author? I don't remember. I think it's kind of an old book. And then, like, I'll be reading a synopsis of a brand new book that just came out that's on, like, the bestseller list that I want to read. And I'll be like, oh my God, this is the book that Tanya was just telling me about. I can't read The Silent Patient to this day because I can remember being in the car with Tanya where she literally told me the entire thing. And I said, is this like a new book? She goes, no, it's an old book. You're not going to read this book. And I remember she told me the whole thing. And then at the end, I go, what was that book called? And she, like, looked it up on her Kindle. She goes, The Silent Patient. I said, Tanya, I just bought that book. I still remember how she told me that it ended. That's why I haven't read it to this day. She's laughed. She thinks it's funny. But anyway, she told me to watch The Perfect Couple. So I was like, okay. I said, is it really that good? She goes, it is really that good. You're going to love it. She's like, plus it's a great end of summer movie to watch because it takes place in the Hamptons and stuff like that. And I was like, okay. So I laid down, I took a nap last night. Little Boo Radley after has medicine and stuff like that. I mean, it was another night with Boo Radley. I don't want to get into a whole lot with it, but Alex thinks, okay, he now thinks because of like where, it's like here that his face hurts, okay? Well, I think I told you guys this. When he sneezes, when he stands, he's sneezing so hard because like, we don't know if it's his allergies or whatever, but when he sneezes, he'll go days without sneezing, then he sneezes and it's like 3 days of constant sneezing. When he sneezes, sometimes he's hit his head on the floor. This is like the first year this has ever happened with him. Alex thinks he hit himself like when he like sneezed and went down like that. We're still going to get the, what do you call it, oh shoot. Somebody actually sent me a DM about it last night. They told me the one, or maybe they commented on it. I can't remember, but I like screenshot it because I'm like going to go into Amazon and buy like the night lights and stuff like that. And so when I have my doctor's appointment next week, Alex is going to get a vet appointment. We're just going to do like a checkup on everything with him, like all this kind of stuff to see how he's doing, blood work and all that kind of stuff. So, what was I talking about? So Boo Radley last night went between like being like a crazy dog and then like after he got his medicine, he was like completely just like out for the night. So when I laid down, he was like curled up and he was just out, little guy. He was so sweet. And so I laid down and took a nap, but I took a nap for like not long. I took a nap for like an hour because it was late when I was taking a nap. So I was like, I'm just gonna take a nap for an hour. And so I got up and I was talking to somebody first on the phone, I can't remember who. But I was like, okay, I'm going to watch this Perfect Couple. And I started it. Well, I watched one episode, and I remember that there were these hoodies that I saw from this brand called, I actually have it written down in my things to buy list. But I bought 2 hoodies last night from there. They're expensive. I bought the ones that were on sale. Because I was like, I got to see if I even like them first. I might not even like them. Things to buy. The brand is called First Port Company, and they have hoodies on there. They have all kinds of stuff. I actually got a free bag or satchel or something, like a beach bag with it or whatever, because I ordered 2 hoodies. But they're typically $98, and they were $87 on sale. I was like, that's expensive for a hoodie. And I actually, because I went on Etsy last night, that was a problem. So, I'll do a haul of all this kind of stuff. Oh, my neighbor's got some mums. He's bringing his mums out. He's like stacking them up and standing back and looking. So anyway, I got 2 hoodies. I can't remember which ones I got. I got one that said like Montauk Tennis, and I got another one that said like Hamptons Golf or something like that. They have ones that say like Camden, and then they have ones that say like Boston, and then they have ones that say like Aspen, and they have all different places, but they're kind of like vintage looking hoodies. I don't really know how to explain it. They also have graphic tees and stuff like that. But they keep on coming up on my Instagram, and I've wanted them for a while. So, he is all dressed for fall. He's got the gray sweater on and the flannel shirt underneath it with the collar pop and hanging out underneath the sweater. He's got his khakis on, and he's got his boat shoes on. He is all ready for fall out here. That's my golfing neighbor. I love him so much. So anyway, so I got that last night, and then I was like, okay, I keep on putting this off. I'm going to buy some things I want. So there was this hoodie that I wanted that was Grateful Dead, and it was from the brand Lucky, which I used to shop at back in the day. I used to get a lot of necklaces from Lucky brand, and I haven't shopped there in a long time. They apparently did some Grateful Dead collaboration. So the hoodie that I wanted, I wanted it in extra large. They didn't have it, because I'm kind of between like a large and an extra large. They didn't have it in an extra large. I wasn't going to get it in a large. But those were on sale too. I couldn't believe it. So I actually got this green, it's like green and gray, Grateful Dead, like crew sweatshirt. And then I got a hat like this, and it has the Grateful Dead symbol on it. So I got that. What is he doing, picking up leaves and things like that? He's looking at his like plants and boxes and stuff like that. So I got that last night. Then I was like looking through my screenshots. I wasn't trying to look at my list, because on my list I have new glasses. Well, now I have 2 pairs of glasses that I want to get, because Liev Schreiber, who I don't remember the last movie that I've seen him in, but he's okay, but he's not like my favorite actor in the world, but in That Perfect Couple, that man is fine. That man is fine. And I was like, he is so good looking. So anyway, I looked online. I found the glasses that he wears in here. They're by this brand called Moscot. They look very similar to my glasses, but they're a little bit different. So I'm thinking about ordering those. There's also some Oliver People ones that look just like his. But I ordered those. Also, can we just talk about, well, what do we think of these sneakers? I think those sneakers are cute. I don't know if I'm going to buy them though or not. But I found these Mongolian cashmere crew neck sweaters. They're like on sale for like $30. They look like the sweaters that I got last year at Macy's and paid like $90 for, but they're on sale for $30, and they have them like 10 colors. So I'm thinking for fall, because like with the popped collar and all that kind of stuff out, I'm thinking about buying like 4 or 5 of them. 4 or 5 of them is like the same price as like one that I got at Macy's, right? Somebody sent me this last night, and they're like, is that one of the Sister Wives? Mary was on this LuLaRoe brand trip. Of course she was. She's been selling that shit for years. I guess she didn't watch the documentary about how shady LuLaRoe was. But anyway, these are the kind of screenshots I keep. Tammy Hoag's new book. See if I want to read that. And then this new one coming out called the Hitchcock Hotel. So I screenshot both of those books. Anything else? This movie on Netflix called The Silence. Has anybody seen that? Anyway, I was going through, I like this sweater for like Halloween season. It's Skull and Crossbones. I think that's a cute sweater. I like that. It's not too expensive either. $59.95, and it's like this big overflowing sweater. Oh, and I like this sweater vest too. What do we think about the sweater vest? For like going out to dinner and stuff like that. Where is my neighbor? Are they walking? If she walks by here, I'm gonna give her a hard time. What time are we going to the pool? Close the pool today.
Last day, buddy.
Well, you're gonna go with me.
It'll be a little chilly.
I got some people going with me, so I'm not even worried about it.
What time?
5:30. You gonna go? Oh, you might go.
I don't know.
Can you believe it's gonna be like 89 and they're closing it this week?
It's gonna be wonderful this week.
How was your last day of work?
It's great.
Was it?
I mean, just felt good. Like.
Did they give you a gold watch for being such a good employee?
Oh yeah.
You're quitting that job? You're quitting the board and everything?
I know.
Have you had your last meeting already?
One more.
No, it's like the 17th or something.
Okay. She's like, have a fun walk. I'll see you at 5:30.
Well, maybe. You never know.
Oh my god, the battery is dying. Hold on, I'm gonna go inside and get it back. It's getting ready to die at 59 minutes. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. All right, for the people, just real quick, for the people that regularly watch my vlog, like when it's posted, because a lot of people are like, I like to watch it when I'm going to sleep and whatever, and I'm talking about people that are typically like in my time zone, because, I mean, I know people that are like in Europe and things like that, like you're 5 hours ahead of me. So if I'm posting it at like, I know some people stay up late like me, but if I'm posting it at like 10 o'clock, that's like, what is that? 3 o'clock in the morning. People probably not staying until 3 o'clock in the morning to watch Peter Monn vlog. But a lot of people are like, when I post a vlog, they'll be like, oh, I'm so glad I'm getting ready to lay down. I get to watch the vlog with you. I'm like uploading them on my phone now, because if I upload them on the computer, like when I have the opportunity to do that, it takes me so long to upload on the computer. It's literally like 3.5 hours to upload it. And so by the time it gets rendered and everything, and I start uploading it, like it could be like 1 o'clock in the morning, but when I do it on my phone, it takes like 40 minutes to upload it. So then that gives me the opportunity. So I have it pretty much uploaded by like most times by like 8 o'clock. Do you guys want me to like, I try to kind of like look and see like if most people have watched the vlog from the night before I post it. But like, would you guys prefer if I was posting it earlier? It seems like when I post it around 10 p.m. Eastern time, that's when it seems like a lot of people watch it like right when it comes out. But does it really matter? Do you guys really care? Or are you guys kind of like, just let me know in the comment section below if there was like a perfect time for me to post. And I mean, don't say 4 o'clock in the afternoon, because that ain't happening. But like, I'm talking about at night. I mean, I could do anywhere between like 9 and midnight. If you guys would prefer if I posted it later, I can do that too. But like, I'm like the last couple nights, I just like scheduled them to go up, I think at like 10 o'clock or something. I think last night, actually, I posted it like as soon as it was done. And it was like 9 o'clock, it was like 9:15 when I posted it last night. Because it was longer. So I was like, well, this will give people, they can watch part of it tonight and part of it tomorrow if they want to or whatever. But let me know. So, okay, so last night, well, some of my candles I burned through. I actually am going to do a Peter Does Stuff channel showing my new wax warmers. So I didn't open those last night. Last night I gone through one of those candles I bought with Caroline at, where were we at? Marshall's or whatever that place was. I can't remember, TJ Maxx. It wasn't TJ Maxx. It was where I got, no, we were at Nordstrom Rack, when I got those candles that look like the volcano candles. And, I bought 3 of those. I think I have 1 left maybe, or maybe I'm gone with all 3 of them. But anyway, that one had burnt out. Like, it was totally at the bottom. And then the other one, I had like a 3-wick candle and then 2 smaller ones burning the kitchen. One of them is the Stevie Nicks one that I was sent, that somebody sent me. So that one's burning the kitchen. It smells fantastic inside. I thought it was kind of more of like an outside scent, but it smells so good. Like Alex, it's kind of got like patchouli and like nutmeg and stuff in it. I didn't think he would like it, but he's like, it smells so good in here. He's like, I love this candle. Those Shy Wolf candles, like they are, I like a strong candle. I like when you like burn a candle, you can smell it. You know what I mean? So, and in fact, I actually looked up last night. I was like, strongest smelling candles, and people were saying Bath & Body Works Paris Cafe, which I had never heard of. Apparently, they don't make it anymore. It only comes out once a year. But when I looked it up on Bath & Body Works, it was called like Cafe Latte or something. It's supposed to smell like coffee. I don't know that I would necessarily love that. I don't love coffee-scented candles, but I'd be willing to try it. So, I don't know, some people put down in the comment section below your favorite candles, and I will do, like, I will buy them, like, favorite flavor, like, brands and scents, and I will buy them, and I will do, like, a favorites candle, like, I bought your favorite candles. Please put those in the comment section below. That would be fun for me to do, actually. Like, if you guys said these are my favorite candle scents, these are my favorite candle places. So, when I got done, oh, perfect couple. So I took a break after the first episode, and I ordered those hoodies, and then I ordered the stuff from Lucky Brand. And then I was like, was looking through my screenshots, and I had this candle. I think I showed it on here. Maybe I deleted this last night. I actually didn't end up buying this candle, which is so weird. But where's the candle at? Let me see. I was looking through all my receipts. Oh, here it is. It's called Bookshop in Autumn. And so I got on Etsy and I looked up, and then the other thing, I think I showed you guys this yesterday, where it was these blind date with book things. So I got on Etsy and I looked up this candle, Bookshop in Autumn. I think this candle, for as small as it is, maybe I ended up buying it, but I don't think I did. The only thing I love about it is it has like this little pumpkin in it. But the reason I don't think I bought it was, okay, so candles, and I'm sure it's the quality of the candles. So if anybody has suggestions on Etsy, there are so many candle sellers on Etsy. But like the candles range from like, I would say like $5.99 for like a single wick candle to like $45. And they don't really look a whole lot different, any of them. So I was like staying in like the $9.99 range. Actually, it gave me an option on 2 of the candles that I bought, like at the end when I was like buying it. It said you had to pick an option, and it was like 4 ounce 10, and it was like 8 this or whatever, and so like it came across like it was like $7.99, but I actually spent $23.99 because I was like, I want the bigger one. So I bought like 3 or 4 candles, but then I ended up going in and I was like, and I don't know if I'm going to do it. I know it makes sense to do it on my BookTube channel, but I do hauls on my Peter Sept channel. So I think I'm going to show them on my BookTube channel and then send people to my Peter Sept channel. And I think I'm going to do each one separately. I bought like 3 or 4 book day. You guys are really fun. They're really cool. And you can get online. You can get on Etsy. There are some of them, you guys, that are like $12. And there are other ones. The most expensive one I got was $45 because it was like, it had the highest reviews. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the one that has the highest reviews. And then I just randomly went in and picked some that I thought looked cool. I mean, there were some that were like, I got one that was like $14.99 or $15.99, which, I mean, you get a book. Okay, these people are giving you a book, a candle, a bookmark. I mean, I'm sure they're buying some of this stuff at like the Dollar Tree and whatever, and the books at half price books. So they're probably making some money on it. It's so fun, you guys. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that I love. And I was like, even last night, I was like, I could do this. Because we've got all these books in the basement. Like, I could do this, right? But I kind of like buying this stuff. So I bought like 3 or 4 of the blind dates with books. So what it is it's like you create like a mood, okay? So like some of these boxes are like a candle, and then like like a bag of coffee or a small bag of coffee, or like tea. You can pick which one you want. You can pick like your scents that you want. And then you go through and you pick like which kind of book you want to have a date with. And so you can pick like romance or historical or classic or just fiction or I'm trying to think of what all the options were. Horror, mystery, thriller. Not many of them had cozy, because I put in cozy just to see, and it just came, like, the boxes were cozy, but not, like, whatever. I think one of them I picked mystery thriller, and then I think the other 3 I picked horror for Halloween, because I do love a good horror book, right? So I was like, okay, this is going to be really, really fun. And if I get the book, if I get books I've already gotten, I'll just give them away to somebody else. So I'm not too upset about that. I'm more excited about opening them. I think it'll be really, really fun. So I got those last night, and I was like, okay, you need to stop. I bought something else on Etsy. What did I buy? I'm like obsessed with the Etsy, you guys. I never thought I would say that. Like, there's anything in the world that you possibly want. And I love the creativity of people that just like, they love doing something. Like, I don't know, there's like, you can like find homemade coasters. I don't even know where I came up with that, right? Or coffee mugs or whatever. I mean, like there's or jewelry. There's everything you would, I literally last night was looking up because I was like, so I paid $87 for these hoodies, right? That say like Montauk Tennis on them. So I look up there and I'm like, Montauk Tennis, and there's like 100 hoodies that come up that are like $20 each that look just like it. And I'm like, this was so stupid. Why did I buy these hoodies when I could have just bought them on Etsy? And then I put in like vintage hoodies for men. I didn't love them so much. They were mostly sports hoodies. But I was like, you can find anything. I know, like, I said something about this not too long ago in a vlog, and somebody was like, oh my God, you just fell down the rabbit hole of Etsy. It's true. I mean, I for years have bought stuff off of Etsy, but not like looking at stuff this way. I mean, I literally could have probably spent $1,000 last night on these blind dates with books. There's like 100 different options, if not, I don't know how many options there are. The candles, I mean, it's just like unlimited amount of candles. There was this one candle that I got, I didn't end up getting it, but it was called like Appalachian Autumn or something like that, and the smells were so bizarre. It was like, and I was like, but the front of it was like this old truck with like these leaves falling all over it, and I kind of loved, I mean, I never look at it. I mean, it's not like I light a candle and I just look at it, you know what I mean? But it was like hickory. I mean, I don't remember, but it was like hickory was one of them. Chimney smoke, and it was like gasoline. Gasoline wasn't one of them, but it was something like that. Whatever it was, I thought, this is like the weirdest combination of scents. Like, who would ever want to, I gotta see what time it is. It's 5:04, okay, I got a little bit left. I was like, who would ever want to, like, you know, have this burn in their house? I was like, well, maybe it would be good. So anyway, so last night I lit this one that was from Better Homes, which I just was talking about yesterday on the Walmart, when I was talking about the Walmart things, with the black smelts. Or maybe I was talking about that in my Peter Sept channel, my haul, I don't know. But I bought this one by opened this one by Better Homes, which I think I bought on Amazon. And it's called like warm something campfire. Autumn campfire or something like that. It smells delicious, but it does not, the throw of this, see, I know my candle talk. The throw when you light it is not strong at all. And then I did another one that I got from the Goose Creek candles. I don't love the Goose Creek candles, I'll be honest with you. I know people love them. I don't think they smell real strong. I think they're kind of like a cheaper version of the Bath & Body Works. And they're really not a cheaper version because they're pretty much, their sales are fantastic. But the Bath & Body Works sales are fantastic too. I will tell you, having tried so many of each brand, I would definitely use, I mean, if you're exclusively going to do those, I would definitely do the Bath & Body Works over the White Barn candle. I would definitely do those over the Goose Creek. I think the Goose Creek has really fun flavor or really fun scents. I just don't think that they don't smell that strong. They burn kind of weird. I'm just like not that greatly impressed with the Goose Creek candles. I will tell you what I haven't tried in forever is the Yankee candles. I'm thinking about getting, do they still make Macintosh Apple? I think I'm going to buy one online. I can remember this friend of mine that I used to work with. I would go over to her house. She would have like get-togethers for all of us at work, and she and her husband had this really cute house. And I can remember they had like this like light blue and white wallpaper. It was like checked wallpaper, and like she everywhere had these Macintosh Yankee candles. My ex and I, when we would go to visit friends and his family and stuff like that, and it's Seymour, where he's from, we would always stop at Cracker Barrel on the way out. I love Cracker Barrel so much, and we would eat. And I love Cracker Barrel because they have a little store. Well, in Cracker Barrel, I don't know if they still do, but they had this big like stand where they would have like all the Yankee candles. And so whenever we would leave, we would always get a Yankee candle. We also used to go to these like county fairs and like swap meets, and there were these candles. These candles burned so strong, I loved them. They came in like a glass, like clear glass, like handle. I can't remember what they were called, but some of them were like just all 1 cent, like root beer, and some of them were like 3 cents in a row. So it'd be like root beer, caramel apple for those of that don't say, and then it would be like peach or something. But I can remember like they had banana bread. Banana bread was like my favorite. I can't remember what it was called. It was called something like, it was like a long name, and it would be like in the glass. It was called something like made from home candles or something like that. I used to see them at gas stations and stuff too, because at first you could only buy them at like county fairs and swap meets and stuff like that when we would go to them. And so, but then later I saw them at gas stations, and we would always get them. I still see them every once in a while at a gas station when I go with Tanya Jean. But they always have to be kind of like smaller gas stations that sell like a lot of like local stuff. I can't remember what those candles are called. If anybody knows what those candles are called, let me know. I should actually look it up right now and see if I can see it, because I think that they went kind of like, I think they started local. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. Candles. What are they called? I'm going to look up banana bread, because that's the one I remember. Banana, if they have it, I'm going to buy them. Banana bread. If I find out what this candle is, I'm buying it. But banana bread candle. In glass mug. What was that candle called? I'll be so surprised if I can find it.
You going swimming?
I am, are you?
I already went.
You're a liar.
I dove in about 8 o'clock this morning.
Oh, when it was 40 degrees outside.
I think I hurt my back.
Where did you just come from? Y'all look like you went grocery shopping.
We went over to the Murphys to watch the Colts game.
Oh, who won?
Colts lost.
Who'd we play?
Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Not good.
So no pool, I guess.
Yeah, be careful because
They're running
Uh,
out of chemicals.
they ran out of chemicals, so it hasn't been tested.
What's gonna happen to me? My hair's gonna turn white?
Good.
So I couldn't tell you.
You're a smart ass, you know that. It was good seeing you guys.
All right.
Okay, it's called Our Own Candle Company. Oh my god, they do. I cannot believe I found these. Have you guys seen these before? This is literally the ones that we used to buy at the swap meet. How much are they? See, they're still like $7.99. Oh, you can get them on eBay. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm buying some of these. They have banana nut bread, banana split. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. Our Own Candle. Okay, wait a second. It's got a text. Who did I get a text from? That's my neighbors. 5:30 question mark? Yes. It's just gonna be the three of us up there. It's just gonna be the three of us up there. Okay. What's it called? My Own Candle Company. Oh my god, here they are. Oh my god, they're on Amazon. Like, oh my god, here they are. Okay, so they have a website and everything. How did they start? Do you guys remember this brand? Oh my god. They have mulled cider. Oh my god. 13 ounce. They have falling leaves. Oh my god, I'm buying some of these. Hot buns. Let's see if they have an about section. I feel like they started here in the Midwest. About. No, New Jersey. Why choose our candle company when there are so many other candle companies out there, and what's with the name? Many years ago, in a land far away, it was actually 1998 in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, we operated a home decor business that had a large importing division. One of the items we imported were decorative candle lamp shades. We ended up with just a few too many of them, so we decided to search for a high-quality yet affordable candle that the shades could fit into for us to sell in our retail stores. We wanted the best scent, the best color, and the best burn. We just couldn't find one, especially for under $10. So we decided to source wax, wicks, blah, blah, blah. Making great candles is now our specialty. Oh my god, look what they have. Macintosh Apple. Affordability. There are different categories. These candles, I'm telling you right now, are like... They are like some of the best candles that I've ever had in my entire life. And they were super cheap. Do they sell them on here? Shop. Free shipping on retail orders over $99.99. Okay, they have 13 ounce. They have all kinds of stuff now. 13 ounce Masons, 3.5 ounce mini Masons. They have Meltums, which are the wax. These are all the things they have. They have 4 ounce room sprays, 7 ounce jars. Oh, I have to buy the 13 ounce Masons because those were like the old school ones I used to buy back in the day. 3 wick candles. They have oils. Oh, what's on sale? Okay, well, I'm going to do the 13 ounce Masons because these are the ones that I used to buy back in the day. Oh my god. They're $9.99. American is apple pie. Apple pie. Oh, see, these are the 3. Okay, see, these are where they have the 3 different ones. Apple pie, cinnamon, and vanilla. Balsam pine, bamboo and aloe mason, banana nut bread mason, banana split, blood orange, black raspberry, blueberry pie, butt naked, I don't know what that means, buttered maple syrup, buttercream, butterscotch, cactus blossom, cedar wood, caramel pecan, Christmas triple mason, that has 3 different flavors in it, cinnamon, citronella, coconut banana, comfy flannel, coconut lime. I mean, this goes, I mean, guys, they have so many of these. The ones that are on sale, like Falling Leaves, large mason jar, is on sale for $7.99. Fall Triple Mason, French Vanilla, Fizzy Pop Mason. Oh my god, there's so many, you guys. I'm ordering some of these tonight. These are literally, I know when I say this, somebody will be like, those candles stink. But these are like, okay, so here, let me show you again. It's called Our Own Candle Company. I swear, you guys, I used to buy these all the time at county fairs, gas stations, swap meets. I swear I thought they were from Indiana, but they're from New Jersey, apparently. Oh my god. Our stores. Oh, they have a store in Findlay Lake, New York. It's their outlet store. Look at all those candles! Oh my god! Look at these stores. I want to go to the store. I mean, they literally have, look at this, you guys. Just rows and rows and rows of candles. Oh my god, I want to go there. Gift store. Findlay Lake, New York. Oh my god, they have clothes? Oh my god. Okay, I am ordering some of these. Oh my god, I gotta screenshot this because if I don't screenshot this, I'll forget. I'm ordering those tonight. Oh my god, I cannot wait. Are you back from your walk already?
No, we're going around again.
Oh. You'll be ready just in time to go to the pool. Oh, well. My neighbor across the street just got her window open. She's probably in there reading cozy mysteries. Oh, she's reading historical mysteries, or a historical book, she told me. So last night, last night I did the Goose Creek. Well, so I did a Better Homes warm campfire or something like that. It doesn't, like, it smelled great when I was like, oh, this is gonna smell so good. But when I, like, lit it, it didn't do much. And it's real bright too. Oh, they're going the other way. And then I was burning the Shy Wolf one. I think it's Gold Dust Woman, or which one? It's one of the Stevie Nicks Fleetwood Mac ones. It smells really, really good. And then next to it, I was doing, I don't even know what the 3-wick one is. It's a Goose Creek candle. It's 3-wick. I don't even remember what it's called. Frozen Lake or something. It's light blue. It's not even a pretty candle. But anyway. And then I did Falling Leaves. I think that's the other thing, is like, I don't love what the Goose Creek candles, like the wrappers and stuff look like. I don't. And some of them have kind of like crinkled and fallen off and stuff like that. Not that that really matters. I don't really care. But like, I don't know. I mean, when you're paying, like, I didn't pay full price. I got them on sale. That's probably why they were on sale. But I lit those last night, and it was so cozy, and I started watching The Perfect Couple. Oh my God. I had to go to bed, you guys. I finally went to bed at like 5:30, because I think that was when I went to bed. Because I was like, if you don't go to bed, like, you're not going to ever get up for brunch tomorrow or anything like that. And I was like, you've got to go to bed. Like, it's so late, right? That show is so good. I posted it on my Instagram last night. And I got a couple people that were like, a lot of people were like in my, oh my God. I literally just looked at this before I started, and it says I have 30 DMs. Did something just happen? Okay, let's go underneath here and see what's going on. But I got a lot of people that were talking about the show and telling me that they were like, oh my God, the show is so good. Oh, my husband just put up a picture of us at brunch. Here, I'll share it. Oh, he put guess where we are, and I put look. So now people are going to think we're in La Jolla. I wish we were in La Jolla. Look at people always sending me these pictures of like. I love, people send me this kind of stuff all the time. All the time. When I open my DMs, it's constant stuff about little animals. I love it so much. Here's another one somebody sent me about dogs. I mean, it's just like constant. People are so sweet. Send me this stuff. Everybody's asking me because I put for the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, I was like, please Hulu, don't renew this. It doesn't deserve to be renewed. It's just really messy. But like, all these people are like, oh, I was going to watch it. And I'm like, oh no, like Sarah just messaged me. Oh no, I was going to check it out. Guess not now. And I put, oh, it's messy and watchable. I mean, it's messy and watchable. It just is not like, yeah, I'm getting all these messages from people being like, I was going to watch this, but do a review because I'm not going to watch it now if it's not good. So I'm like messaging them and being like, oh, it's fun to watch. What is this? Somebody sent me a receipt, like a real receipt. I'll have to look at that when I get off here. Oh my God, there was an update on the John Benet Ramsey thing. I didn't know this. Are you watching this show? I don't know anything about it. The John Benet Ramsey case makes me so sad. See, here's another, okay. Somebody sent me TikTok drama of the Mormon Wives. Okay, what was I telling you guys that I did? Oh, I posted this picture of this Halloween. Said don't go trick-or-treating at night. And then this woman that plays a detective in The Perfect Couple, she is so fantastic. And then Beryl the Squirrel, I love him so much. I'm going back on these. Remember, being happy doesn't mean you have it all. It simply means you're thankful for all you have. And then I love this so much, even though I don't want to put my Christmas tree up, but it says, go ahead and put that Christmas tree up. Nothing makes sense anyway. I love that so much. I was like, it doesn't, you know? And then I put The Perfect Couple, and I put, just started this and loving it already. Okay, I will tell you this, if you watch The Perfect Couple. So here's my stance for those people that want to know about the secret lives of sister wives. This is the thing. It's really messy. Like, these girls are really mean to each other, okay? To watch one season of it, I would definitely recommend if you love reality TV. I mean, it's messy. It's really, really messy. But the one girl, My neighbor just came outside. She must have heard me talk about her reading her historical fiction. But the one main girl, Whitney, like there's a part in there when this other girl, so she distanced herself from all the girls, right? So this Whitney girl talks about how she's so devout, like she's the most devout Mormon of all of them, and she's so mean. She's like literally like a literal mean girl. And they reference Mean Girls. They talk a lot in there about the movie Mean Girls, and they're like, oh, we're all mean girls. I mean, they're proud of it. And I'm like, I thought you guys were good Christian Mormons. Like, I'm confused about this, right? And so there's this one scene, this won't ruin it for you, with this one girl, her husband, like, over a very, very small incident that she's not even really participating in, says to her, like, I don't want to be with you anymore if this is who you are. You have no morals and principles. I'm going to take the kids and I'm going to leave you, and I don't love you anymore. This all happens in the matter of, like, 20 minutes. Well, when this Whitney girl's husband's telling her that, she says to her husband, she said, well, I agree with him, and she hasn't been a good friend to me, so she gets what she gets. And I'm like, oh, so you started this mom talk thing because you guys were supposed to empower women together, but you're okay with a man talking to a woman that way and telling a woman that he no longer loves her, that she's going to take her kids, that she's not a good mother because of one incident that happened. And when you watch this show, you'll be like, this is what he was willing to leave her over. I mean, the guy's unhinged anyway, right? I mean, if somebody looked at me and said that, I'd be like, okay, go. We'll watch and see how this unfolds. Go, because you're not going to talk to me that way. I would never be spoken to that way. Oh, they're back already. Look at that. So that's what it is for me. It's like, and the other thing is this, is that they don't really get, like, other than Whitney and Taylor, you don't really get to know a lot of the other girls. There were actually girls in the show that I liked. I liked Michaela. Macy's a shit stirrer. I liked Michaela. I really liked Layla. They don't really show a lot about Layla at all, and I think she's one of the most level-headed ones. I like her a lot. I like the one that's a hairdresser. I can't think of her name. Jess. I love her, but she belongs in the Housewives. You know what I was thinking last night? Monica Garcia, that was on Salt Lake City, she would have been great on this show. She should be on this show instead of the Housewives. Because it's messy. I mean, this show is messy as shit. And the other thing is that they're constantly like, well, we're content creators. And is Mom Talk going to last through this? Because, like, we've got brand deals. I mean, it's all that. It's so phony. And I'll be honest with you. I have been very blessed. I think that in my time of being on YouTube, the majority of people that I have interacted with on YouTube aren't phony like that. But I have met my fair share of people, and I'm just not close to them, that are all about, like, how do you get the numbers? And, oh, I've got brand deals. And, like, oh, I'm not going to do this brand deal because of that. It's all phony bullshit. It's like they came on, they didn't really, like, and I know that when I say this, people will be like, why does it matter? I don't know. It just, for me, it just seems so disingenuous. And maybe it doesn't matter. I mean, maybe it doesn't matter at all. I don't know, but like I said, you know, everybody's going to watch who they want to watch. I guess the reasoning behind it doesn't really matter. But for me, as somebody that started this on BookTube because I couldn't not do it, and when I came on, like, people that I watched, like, when they started their careers on YouTube, they weren't even making money on YouTube. Like, there was no partner program to be making money off of YouTube. There were no brand deals. They were just doing it because they love to do it. They love to share their life and things like that, right? And so for it to flash forward to it now that people literally start YouTube just to make money, it's like, then they wonder why they're not making money. Well, because you're doing it to make money. And, like, some people are very talented with the editing and things like that and whatever, but, like, if you're not showing your real self, where am I at on time? I gotta get off here. If you're not showing, like, if you're not showing your real self, then some people watch it if your editing is talented enough and what you're bringing to the table is talented enough. But if you're just there to get famous, make money, and get brand deals, at some point, people are going to lose interest. Well, when you watch this show, they don't really delve into the character development of these people. These women, they just really talk about Whitney and Taylor. And honestly, like, Taylor, when you start it, you don't want to like her. But by the end, I like Taylor. I think she makes poor choices, but I like Taylor. And she's very real. She shares a lot of herself. And Whitney's like, So anyway, but, so that was a show. So I watched Perfect Couple last night, and I watched 5 episodes. I've got the 6th episode to watch tonight. It is so good. Oh, this is what I was going to say. If you're going to watch it, because I didn't do it till, like, the 3rd episode, watch the intro where they're all dancing. They do, like, this flash mob dance. on the beach, and it's so fun, you guys. And I didn't watch it until the 3rd episode, and now because I usually skim through like the intro, you know, where it'll say like skip intro. I usually do that, but now I've been watching it because it's like so cute. Anyway, all right, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Sunday. If nobody else, I've got like 5 minutes to get ready and get to the pool. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you, and I can see the husband's already outside, so in any moment it's gonna be like, okay. Anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Sunday. If nobody, right at my outro, it was over. I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Sunday. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. I hope that you're getting rested, rejuvenated, relaxed, and refreshed for the week ahead. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.